Boys and girls, it's January. And with January, sometimes in Louisville we get snow. Lots of other parts of the country, there's lots of snow. We're gonna make snowmen today. To start off, I wanna sing a song about a snowman. Frosty the snowman was a jolly happy soul with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. Frosty the snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day. There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found, for when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Oh, Frosty the snowman was alive as he could be, and the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me. Well, of course, the easiest way to do a snowman is just to make 3 circles. A small one, a bigger one, and then even a bigger one. And then if you made a snowman, you can put sticks on it for arms. You can put a top hat on it, or any kind of hat. Big eyes, nose, mouth, some buttons. All right, so you could do that, and you could color it different colors for the buttons, and different colors for the eyes and the hat and so forth, and maybe make the background either black or blue. But we're gonna do something in addition to that. I want to encourage you to make this type of snowman. Now, what's involved here is white paper plates, but what I did was that I made the top one smaller by cutting around the rim. And that cutting is not very hard to do. You could probably do that by yourself, but I'd probably use a bigger scissors. So you cut around the rim so that the head part of the snowman is smaller. And then I took cosmetic pads and I sort of split them up so they would have a rough texture like snow, and I glued them on. And this time I didn't really use the toothbrush. I used it a bit, but I put a great big amount of glue on the paper plate and then used the toothbrush to move it around. So now I have this texture like snow, and I used wheat checks for eyes, and this is a real carrot, a carrot for the nose, and some pasta for the mouth. I fastened the 2 plates with Scotch tape, a really strong Scotch tape that I use when I'm sending packages through the mail. But I also took an old and very tired dish towel and cut it up and used it as a scarf for my snowman. And then down here, I did the same thing, except the plate was not cut. And I again took cosmetic pads, split them up so they had a rough texture, soft texture, and put them on the bottom part of my plate. Now, if I wanted to actually take real buttons and attach them there, I could. So this is one of my snowmen. And this other one was fun to do. This is one big sock, one white sock, and I divided it into 3 sections. I stuffed it with other socks, but if you don't have a bunch of socks, like we have a lot of extra socks around, if you don't have that, you could stuff it with paper, newspaper, or plain white paper, or perhaps a magazine or something. You could stuff it. So I created 1 circle, and I put a rubber band there, and then I created a 2nd circle and another rubber band. So I have 3 parts to my snowman. I found a sock and I cut off part of it. So that sock will be used as the snowman's hat. Okay, so that poor dish rag that I used for this snowman was also used to create a little jacket, and also helps to cover up the rubber band All right, so I used that for the little jacket. Then I got some magic marker, made buttons, and made a face. So this was a good way to use a lot of socks that I have around the house. Now, the last part was we have plastic silverware, and I cut the fork part of it off and then stuck it into the rubber band and coat area to create the snowman's arms. Now you have to fuss with that a little bit to get it into the rubber band correctly. So here you have a sock snowman, and here you have a paper plate snowman, and of course you can also do something on paper. I look forward to seeing you next week. Please send me pictures of your snowman. This is Dr. D. Bye-bye.